Don't give up and don't you quit. I just drove past a house that I wanted to buy before I bought my house, because at the time I wanted to buy a house close to work. And when I realized that just now, I literally laughed out loud here as I was driving, because one, I wouldn't have met my realtor that got me into the biz, that changed my whole career for the better. I would have been living really close to work at a job I hate, at a job I max out at financially, which means they control my lifestyle completely because I give them that control. Now the game is different. Now I work with my mind instead of my body, and my earning potential is greater. And when I was in school to gear up for the licensing exam for real estate, I got turned on to mortgage loan underwriting and decided to go back to school for that. So again, the game changed to where I can do another comfortable job using my mind while I'm waiting on the real estate career to explode. Also, while I'm growing my investment portfolio, which again, changed the game. All of that started because I hooked up with the realtor I hooked up with when I went for the house much farther away from my job. And at the time, I remember feeling frustrated because I wanted that house. I wanted that house close to work, and it was like God had a whole different plan for me. And I am very thankful for that. Looking back now, so I'm here to tell you, do not get encouraged, because it just might be the very thing saving your whole future and making it a whole lot better. Yard? That was supposed to say, do not get discouraged, because the very thing that you've been turned down on might just be the very thing points you right toward a 10 times better outcome. It really ain't what happened to you that determines you. It's how you react to it. Now, look. Situation plus reaction equals outcome. Really, the situation has a small portion to do with it in comparison to how you handle it, what you do as a result. That is what will determine so much more. And I wanted to jump back on here because of this. If I would have got that first house and still went into the real estate investing game, which gives me so much more downtime, so much more less time at work, so much more time at home, I would have been so close, right down the street from that job I hated and everybody else going in and out of it that I don't want to look at every day and be reminded of. It's not about the people, it's about the job that I don't want to be reminded of every day. Now, I'm like an hour away from it, which downright sucked to commute to work every day. But now, thank God, I'm already 2 years established at that house and can enjoy my downtime there, and I don't have to think about my old job. A lot of times, I'd say most days, not one thought goes through my mind about that old job and about that old earning potential and about that old tool and that old task and that old junk piece of equipment and that old boss micromanaging, belittling, and just you gotta keep something in mind. Your boss most likely done maxed out their whole potential, so why would they treat you good? You got a plan, you're excited. Your boss most likely doesn't. One of those things, you just got to smile through it, because you know where you're about to go, Makes your boss look ridiculous. Ridiculous.